Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Christine. Before we go ahead and even jump into this video, we just hit 100k on YouTube, which is absolutely insane. Today is Monday, so by the time you see this, it'll be the day after, but I originally was just gonna film like a little voiceover talking about my NuFace and kind of like have a more chill video, but honestly, I'm just now so excited and happy that I wanted to hop on camera and just do a little like skincare pamper skin routine with you guys. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, we are so close to 150k, so make sure you follow me on there as well. But I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that has been subscribed to me for a while, even if you're new. I love my YouTube fam so much, and I cannot believe we hit 100k today. I remember a couple of months ago when I hit 50k on YouTube, I wasn't projected to hit 100k on YouTube until sometime next year, so it's just so unexpected, and I'm so happy. I'm really grateful, and I'm so excited. So Brennan is gonna take me out to dinner later today to celebrate. Anyways, today's video is gonna be all about the NuFace, some of the favorite serums that I love to use with it, how I use it, and stuff like that. So before we go ahead and get started, obviously make sure you're subscribed. Also hit the little notification bell. That lets you know every time I post a new video. You don't want to miss out. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, I was gifted this NuFace and actually have been using it for the last few weeks. This video is not sponsored, but I just got a couple questions since I talked about both of these in my Sephora VIB sale recommendations video. It wasn't until recently that I started routinely using this and noticing a difference. Like, I've had people comment on how much more sharp and firm my skin looks, and it's because I use this consistently. So the NuFace, if you guys aren't aware, is a microcurrent device. I think retails for close to $300 on Sephora's website. It is a little bit expensive, and it's one of those things that you have to use consistently to see results, because if you just use it one time, it's not going to be a huge drastic difference. But the more you use this, the bigger the change you're going to see. When you buy the NuFace, it actually comes with this gel primer, and I think that this is good, but I don't even really know what it contains, and it doesn't really have any like huge skincare benefits. Whenever I use this gel, I actually ended up rinsing it off and then applying my skincare on top. But I watched one of my friend's YouTube videos. Her name is Glow with Ava, and I love her skincare content. She actually posted a YouTube video about some of the serums that she likes to use with her NuFace. I was inspired to try out some of my own serums with the NuFace, and after a little bit of testing, I have fallen in love with the way that both of these look together. Plus, I actually love the serum alone, so I feel like with the NuFace, it helps to combine all the benefits, and paired with the NuFace, it kind of just helps the ingredients to penetrate deeper into my skin, and I get all of the combined benefits of both of these. So this is one of my favorite serums of all time. I've only finished a couple serums in my life, and I can literally count on my hands which one they are. Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow, Peso Acne Serum, and the Bloom Meltdown Treatment, which isn't really a serum, but those three are the only serums that I have finished so far, and now this one. So that goes to show how much I love this serum. Ultra hydrating, ultra soothing. Whenever I feel like my skin is going through some like issues, I know that this serum is going to help to calm my skin down, give me that hydration that I need, and I love this serum so much. The lid is completely flat, but when you twist it, part of the little top comes up and it becomes a little dropper bottle like applicator thing. Isn't that cool? The first time I got this, my mind was blown. Let's go ahead and dive into like how I actually use them, and then at the end of the video, I'll talk about other serums that I like to use with my NuFace as well. First thing that I want to do is I want to work in sections of my face. Because the serum will absorb into the skin, I don't want to apply all over my face and then have it be absorbed by the time I use the NuFace on the side. Because it does contain microcurrents, if you don't apply enough like serum or primer on your skin, you're actually going to feel tiny little shocks on your face, which is a little bit of an uncomfortable feeling. But also, when I talked to a NuFace educator, she said that if you feel the little currents on your face, it's actually not working super effectively, because then that means the current is staying on top of your skin. So I'm gonna start with the right side of my face, and I'm just gonna apply a dropper thing of it, and then I'm just gonna apply that right onto my skin. And you want to do a little bit of a thick layer, just so that, like I said, you don't want to feel any of the shocks from the device. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my device and actually have it at the medium strength. If it's your first time using it and you're kind of scared of the shocks, you can always turn down like how strong the current is, but this is not my first rodeo, so I'm gonna have it on the middle situation. When it beeps, I'm gonna go ahead and drag this device all the way up to my jawline in kind of slower motions. And I break my face into 3 parts. So I drag my NuFace up along my jawline, then through the middle of my cheek, then on the upper parts of my cheek. And this is how the instructions say to do it on the NuFace website. When you use this device consistently, it really helps to uplift your face. It also helps to really define my facial structure as well. And I really do notice a difference when I use this device every single day or every other day. I actually like to use this when I'm like brushing my teeth or when I'm watching a YouTube video. If you're like me and you're a busy woman and you just want to like multitask, this is a way that I actually am able to get myself to do this every single day. Because if I don't multitask, I'm just not going to use this thing consistently. I make sure to use it anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes. And if I have time that day and I want to really pamper my skin, then I'll use it for like 15 minutes. It gives you a little bit more of a like lift and firming effect, but normally on an everyday basis, I just use it for 5 to 10 minutes. You also want to make sure that the length of time that it takes for you to drag from the beginning of your face to your jawline takes 1 whole beep. If you get to the end of your jaw before the beep, then you're going too fast and you need to slow down. Also, if you're scared of like it shocking you, or if you're wondering what it feels like, it doesn't really feel like anything. It feels like there's a little bit of heat on the device, and sometimes you feel a little bit of a tingling sensation when the serum has dried a little bit too much, but it's nothing uncomfortable. Then what I like to do after the dragging upwards motion, I like to hold it on my face. So what I do is I will go ahead and drag this up until I feel like the cheekbone is starting and hold it there for another beep. And this helps to really define my cheekbones a little bit more and give you like that cute cheeky apples look that Chrissy Teigen has that we all want. And then I'll also go ahead and do this in 3 different sections as well. And with this, I am just pulling it up until I feel like there's a little bit of resistance on my face, like where my cheekbone is. That's where I will stop. With this motion, I'm using a little bit more pressure on my face, so it really helps to really push up my skin and help give you that like uplift effect. Okay, so this is what my face looks like afterwards. I don't know how big of a difference you can see because this is just one use. I already feel like my face does look a little bit more tighter and firmer. Like, you know, sometimes when you wake up and your face is just a little bit puffy and you just need something to kind of help like I actually only use my NuFace on my cheeks because I feel like that's the only place where I feel like I need that lifting. Some people use it on their foreheads, but I feel like my forehead is totally fine and the skin up there is a little bit thinner for me as well. So when I do use it on my forehead, I turn this down to like the lowest setting because I can feel the tingle and it's a little bit uncomfortable. And if you were to do it on your forehead, you could just do the same upward strokes to kind of help lift up there. I think that is such a great idea to use other serums with it, especially if you have other serums that you know and love that are a little bit of a thicker consistency and don't absorb too quickly into your skin. It would be perfect to try out. If you guys try it out with any other serums that you have and it works out, let us know down below in the comments below because we can all help each other out a little bit. Some other serums I think are similar consistency to this. One of them is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. This reminds me a lot of the NuFace Primer Serum. It has a little bit more of a like thicker consistency and it's kind of like a jelly texture, so I think this would also be really perfect, especially if you have a little bit more sensitive of skin too. This would be great. Another thing that you could try is the Primera Alpine Berry Water Cream. This is actually a moisturizer, so if you wanted something just a little bit more thicker, this would work great because it does have a similar consistency, but it's actually a little bit thicker, so it might even work better than my Dr. Jart serum. But again, the only thing that I've truthfully tried is the Tiger Grass serum from Dr. Jart, just because I tried it and I loved it, so I've just continued using it. Also the Pharmacy Honey Drop, I believe, but it's one of Brandon's favorite moisturizers. So that also has kind of a similar water gel consistency, so that would be also another great moisturizer to try. So these two have definitely been favorites of mine. I think it's definitely worth splurging on this because I do see an effect on my skin, and especially some nights when I just have a little bit extra time to pamper my skin and I just want to do something a little special. I do really enjoy this and I would personally buy it myself, gift it to friends, gift one to my mama. So I do really enjoy using this, and I'll go ahead and link all the products that I talked about down below. Clicking on those links does give me a small commission, so I appreciate it if you want to shop through those things because it does help to support me. But if you don't want to use them, no pressure at all. It's just there for your convenience. Anyway, anyways, that is the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed hanging out a little bit. I am actually gonna go get ready and go to dinner with Brandon. So anyways, thank you guys so much for all of the love and support so much. It truly means so much. I would not be here without you, so big thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful, and I'll never take it for granted, okay? I love you. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.